This is your Dr. Iqbal and you are watching YouTube channel of Vellah. Today I'll be talking about three areas. Number one is economic response plan towards COVID-19 for individuals who have been affected. Number two, I will be updating about 2 express entry draws which have been taken today, 9th April 2020, in one day. And thirdly, I will update you about the increase in the application processing fees. So let's dive into our today's video. As you know, the COVID-19 has changed the face of world economies. We are heading towards unknown head-on collision if we don't listen to our health people. We should not fear, but should need to take it seriously. By taking few simple steps, we may support our frontline health people to flatten the pandemic curve. And these are very simple steps like washing your hands more often, staying in homes, self-isolating in case you have symptom of COVID-19. You have to maintain social distance. You should call before going to hospital or an emergency. And you should sneeze or cough half-bended arms. So friends, efforts are made by the world leaders to fight this pandemic. So the Canadian government has also taken various bold steps to address this pandemic. Most prominent are economic response plan that caters for Canada emergency response benefits, and this is the main page of Canadian economic response plan for support for individual benefits. So you can visit this, and link of this is also given in the description. This includes individuals and family support in the areas of child benefit, tax credit payment, tax return facility, and mortgage support. As you know, every child which is born in Canada, he or she gets his or her parents get child benefit which is based on the income earned by their parents. Roughly, this benefit is, if the child is under 6 years, he or she gets 6,639 per year, and if the child is 6 to 17 years of age, he or she gets 5,620 per year. Now this plan provides an extra child benefit of Canadian dollar 300 per child for 2019-20, and an average family will get around 550 Canadian dollar. And this amount is per month. And this amount is in addition to what already you have child benefits. Now if you have already getting the child benefit, you need not to reapply. You will automatically get in to your bank account. It's called as GST and HST, and the eligibility is you should have the age of 19 plus years, you should have spouse or common law partner, and you are living with your child or children. Now under this economic response plan, one-time special payments made for low and modest income families are for single Canadian dollar 400, and for couples it is $600. If you are eligible, then you need not to apply. You will get it automatically. The income tax return are to be filed by 30th April, which is now being deferred till 1st June 2020, and the income tax balances dues are extended up to 31st August 2020 without incurring interest or penalties. So friends, if you're looking for GST, HST tax return, you should file your tax return as soon as possible because these are based on your tax returns. The Canadian banks are reviewing their customers to defer to 6 months mortgage payments on case-to-case basis. There are a lot of people facing loss of income, like job loss. Canada economy lost more than 1 million jobs in March 2020 as per the Statistics Canada, pushing jobless rate up to 7.8%. People who need it most, like food, shelter, illness, mental health, are the seniors, and government have provided seniors with retirement income support, delivery of groceries, medication or doctor's visit, and to connect them to the community. And the students and the recent graduates have also been given support in loan repayment, interest, moratorium, that is deferment of your loan or interest, and there are certain summer jobs alternatives which have also been suggested to the students. There is support programs for business that include avoiding layoff and rehiring employees, including wage subsidies, work sharing program, and summer jobs program. Reduced and deferred payments, including more time to pay income tax and deferral of sales tax. Access to credit, including business credit availability program and business account emergency support. Financial stability include insured mortgage purchase program, Bank of Canada actions, and actions by financial institutions. Now, friend, about the express entry draw, there is a lot of confusion among people whether this immigration will continue or suspended or altogether finished. The social media is spreading a lot of fake information which is not genuine, so you have to be very careful in digesting the social media or the mass communication. Most people are curious about Canadian immigration, whether it's going to be discontinued or deferred. There is a good news. Canadian immigration is continued, and there is a hope. So far, so good, because today we have 2 express entry draws in one day. So I'm sharing these 2 draws which have been taken today in one day. Express entry draw number 141 and express entry draw 142. Amid COVID-19, Canada continues to issue express entry invitation through regular draws. Today, 19th April, 2 draws results announced in its draw number 141. 606 candidates are invited that had provincial nominations and needed a comprehensive ranking system score of 698. This minimum comprehensive ranking system score for this invitation round decreased by 22 points from the previous provincial nominee program draw, which was held on 18th March. In the second draw, number 142, total 3,294 ITA, that is invitation to apply for permanent residence, have been issued, and the comprehensive ranking system bottom line set for this draw was 464. This is a rare draw within the same day. Today's draw was the 4th consecutive program-specific express entry draw, and the second one is less than a month to specifically target candidates in the Canadian Experience class, which is open to foreign nationals with at least 1 year of work experience in Canada, among other criteria. Today, Manitoba has also invited 153 candidates to apply for provincial nomination program. The invited candidates had filed an expression of interest profile through one of 3 immigration streams. Numbers of invitations, also known as letter of advice to apply, that were issued from each stream includes skilled workers in Manitoba 123, skilled workers overseas 16, international educational stream 14. Of these 153 invitees, 15 were issued to candidates who had a valid express entry profile. Canadian immigration processing fees is going to be increased with effect from 30th April 2020. Canada's Immigration Department is increasing this processing fees at the end of this month for foreign nationals who wish to become permanent resident. And I'm giving the breakdown of that fees which is going to be increased. And this includes principal applicant economic class, and this will increase from 1,050 to 1,575. Principal applicant non-economic class, this fees is going to be increased from 550 to 825 Canadian dollar. And this increase will not apply to principal applicants and their family in caregiver program, which will remain unchanged. Spouse and common law partner fees. This is going to be increased from Canadian dollar 550 to 825. Dependent children of economic class will go up from 150 to Canadian dollar 225. Right of permanent residence fees is going to be increased from 490 Canadian dollar to 500 Canadian dollar. Friends, in a tweet on 1st April, Canadian Immigration IRCC mentioned that express entry rounds of invitations are still being held and confirmed that it is accepting and processing applications. So this is a good news that in this tweet of IRCC, they have confirmed that all the applications they received are being processed, and they are also accepting new applications. So this indicates good as far as for those people who are aspiring to apply for Canadian immigration. Amid COVID-19, Canadian immigration so far continues and keeping all options opened. Therefore, friend, if you have passion for Canadian immigration, don't be discouraged. This is the time to get yourself prepared, gather the document which you need, like get your educational credential assessed, because all the ECA agencies have been processing the applications, and prepare for IELTS and improve your IELTS score, because if your score is 8,777, you will get maximum marks, and these marks are almost free. So never lose heart. There is hope at the end of the tunnel. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Keep the hope. Keep yourself prepared. Learn new skills which are going to be in demand tomorrow. This is the time to fulfill your unfinished agenda. And I would like to thank you for having me. Take care of yourself. See you in next video. Till then, bye-bye.